Okay, welcome back to Makeup Tip Tuesday, possibly the very last one, if not the second to last one here in the retail space. Just to clarify though, this retail space is not going anywhere. We are moving into our logistics building on the 18th, which means this space will be closed for 2 days on the Thursday and Friday, so the 18th and 19th of next week, as we move all of this that you see behind me and all of the logistics from shipping, receiving, to all of it, labeling, filling glitters, the logistics side of it, offices for Jessica and I will be moved, which means this space is actually gonna get rehauled into a bougie little retail space. Not that it already is, but Jessica, Ange, and Katie have a vision, and I am letting them do their thing and make this a really beautiful flagship store. So you will not see this happening anymore. This is building of the fan kits. So tonight we fly to Winnipeg and to launch these with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. We have been working so hard for months and months on these guys, and they're finally here. They are officially on the Bombers website. So head on over, the link is below in the caption. Head on over. If you are not in Winnipeg or gonna be at the tailgate party on Thursday to launch these and you are wanting one, go grab one today, because it's limited stock for the first run. We are anticipating a sellout at the tailgate. So before we even get into the stadium for the first home game, we are anticipating these guys to sell out. So of course, in good fashion, today's Makeup Tip Tuesday is all about the Bombers fan kit. So inside of it, this is what it looks like. So Evan and I are on the front. Look at how proud he is. Proud mom. Explains how to use it. So this is the official, the eye black of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the proud partner of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And it is the eye black that is trusted by them as well. Used by the Western CFL. So it's pretty cool that as a fan, you get to swipe on the same eye black that is trusted by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So in here we have your black, we have your white, we have your blue, Bombers Blue, and we have your Bombers Gold Biodegradable Glitter to jazz it up. So today I'm actually gonna show you how to use these sticks on your eyes, because not only is our Gameplay Eye Black obviously the best eye black on the market, completely natural, made in Canada, but it also doubles as the best eyeshadow base. So for our girly bombers out there that are wanting to use this on your eyes, I'm gonna show you how to do it with our biodegradable glitter. The other thing that is in here is our little sample of our cleansing balm, because we don't want you to end up like the WestJet commercial during the Blue Jays playoffs last year. We all seen it. It won't happen, especially with this guy. It takes everything right off. And we do have a cleansing balm stick that will fit right in here too, available at Portia Ella in Winnipeg. So all the rest of MisMacK is available at Portia Ella in Winnipeg. The Bomber Stores has the kits, the eye black, and we are working on some other fun things too. So let's get started. As you can tell, I'm very excited. It's a little surreal to think that this is actually happening, and we fly out tonight on the direct flight. Crazy, 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 crazy. And for Evan to see this all go down, my husband to see this all go down, Jessica, Ray, Ainsley, and then Sassy J. So we call her Uncle Jess. Evan named her, started calling her Uncle Jess at the age of 2. We just kept it, but she actually designed Sassy J, and she is a big part of my story and my journey, and she gets to be part of this too. So it's so exciting. So let's get into it. I am going to actually use the blue first. So when you're opening your grit sticks, these are called grit sticks, the colored eye black, because it's a huge controversy if it's not black. Do we still call it eye black? So we call it a grit stick. So we're gonna twist it. Is how you're gonna open the lid, release the seal. Okay, we're gonna take an all-over blending brush. Okay, this is really important. The brush size does matter. Okay, our all-over blending brush is perfect for grabbing the eye black. Now you can do this with the black and the blue and the white. I'm actually gonna do a halfer where I'm gonna do the blue and then I'm gonna put the black on the outside edge of my eye. So we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna start in the center And we're gonna blend it. Now I do have my Depuff and Prime and my Salmon Arm Art Shadow already primed onto my lid, because that shadow really helps to make sure that it sticks. Now, if you're wanting to keep this color blue for your Bombers look as you enter the stadium, all you have to do is set it with either a blue art shadow or our blur setting powder that's translucent, and that will keep that blue there if you're wanting to rock that. I'm going to push our glitter into this guy. So, fanning it up over that little pocket of skin into the crease, so when I look straight, it comes up over my hood and on. Now I'm leaving this part blank because I'm gonna go in with the black. So I'm gonna pick up the other side. We're gonna start right here. And I'm gonna pat this into the skin. So you notice my technique is I'm patting this into the skin. Okay, patting. And then slowly in little pushes, I'm blending this up to my desired area. I'm not starting from the top trying to blend it down. I call it like a sunset blend. You wanna go in little strokes. Okay, so you're in control and you're kind of blending that edge at the exact same time. I love our all over blending brush. As you know, if you've been a MisMacKer for a while, you know how much I love this brush. It's kind of your one and done. I have a couple of them in my personal makeup bag, so then that way I'm able to have my creams, and then I have my ones for powder. Now, if you're doing a glitter look, you always have to make sure that you have a base on. So not only is this your Bomber Nation color and your fan face, but it is the best eyeshadow base and glitter primer ever. Okay, so we're just gonna balance this out. So when you look straight, it looks exactly the same. I'm gonna go blend this up a little bit more. And once you are satisfied, we're gonna go in with the black, okay? So you're gonna, it's like getting your hair done. You gotta trust the process, okay? So we're gonna go with the black. So this is the same eye black that Brady wears, okay? Same one that Jake wears, who just had his debut last week. Like, can we talk about that? 3 sacks, like, hello. And he's full of eye black, and I love it. I love it so much. It just makes my heart, I feel like I'm part of the team. I'm not gonna lie, every time that you guys post about gameplay and about how your kids are rocking it or you're rocking it on the field, or when I see the CFL and the Bombers wearing it, I feel like I am part of your team, and it really brings me so much joy. I can't tell you, it is the coolest feeling. Okay, so now with the black, I'm being very concentrating on the outside edge. And I'm patting this in and blending this up. Up and up and up. In little strokes. Like, how pigmented is that? The cool thing with this is that they're clean waxes that are in here, and also vitamin A, which is why it's so great on the skin. It does not cause acne. Even Evan was like, is that why? He's like, is that why I don't have acne, because I use gameplay? And I'm like, absolutely, kiddo. Okay. We are gonna take a small crease brush that's clean, and we're just gonna buff this edges together. So you wanna think when you're doing your makeup that it's blurred out. You don't see any harsh edges. It is nice and haloed. Isn't that fun? And how easy is that? Okay, so starting, remember your first touch point is always gonna be your darkest. So I'm starting on that outside edge of my eyeball, patting it in, and then blending it up, blending the 2 eye blacks together. So this is the only eye black on the market that is safe and is used as a makeup product, multi-purpose. You can also use this as a theater product. Halloween is gonna be so fun. So fun. Okay, and I'm lightly pushing this up. Now, we have had questions since we've been launching and doing kind of like little sneak peeks of what we've been working on with the fan kit. We have had people ask, what about the Riders? What about BC Lions? What about the Stamps? All of your favorite teams. Now, online, we do have the blue, the white, the green, and the black stick. You can actually grab your own sticks for your team, but yes, we are working on other colors for other teams, so stay tuned. To partner with the Bombers first was just brilliant, who has the largest fan base in the CFL. We are so excited to see what happens this year. And then $3 from every kit we donate to Kids Sport Canada. So our goal is to raise them $15K this season through the sale of the Bombers kits. We are so thrilled. We are so thrilled to be able to make such an impact with such a fun thing. Okay, so now that that is on, we're gonna take that same gameplay. Now, this has a little, the same brush that we have the gameplay on. On your biodegradable glitter, this is biodegradable, you do have a seal on it, so you gotta take that plastic off. And it is loose, okay? So if you're doing this in the stands, just make sure that you're holding it level, okay? And then you're gonna push it in. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you some really great, how I do my gameplay. Game day ready in 30 seconds. But when you're doing this on your eye, you're gonna pick up, you're gonna tap, we're going to pat over. Now we know Bombers is all about that gold. Okay, and we're setting this. I am also gonna put this over the black. You can see how it gives this really cool dimension to your eye look. And then you are Bomber ready for game day. Put a lash on, put some mascara, you're good to go. But we're tapping this in. So no wiping or swiping, you're setting it. And then lightly pushing it up into your crease. Okay, we want it to make sure that it's set over your lid. How fun is that? Okay, pick up, press. Notice your first touch point is always gonna be your more intense, so I always like to do it in the center. And then I'm gonna press this over the black to set it. So anytime you use a cream on the eye, you have to use a powder or a glitter to set it. And once this is set, it does not move. And you can have this so opaque that you can't even see the black underneath it. Isn't that crazy? Okay. We're gonna add some mascara, which I think I have some over here. There's mine. Okay, I'm gonna add some mascara to this look. Okay, remember we scrape, we don't pump. I am like obsessed with that. This will be our look all week. Okay. How fun. Okay, so a little bit of mascara. You could totally do liner and lashes. I am not today because we're going to get into how to use this in 30 seconds, okay? So that is your eye look using your fan kit. Just adding some mascara. So that has the blue and your black set with your biodegradable glitter Champagne Gold for your Bombers Gold, okay? And then you can also do this with the white. So if you're wanting a lighter look on the eye, you could totally go in with your white and then have your blue on the outside and set it, and it's gonna give you a totally different look. The amount of options that you can do with this fan kit is, oh my God, I can't believe that we did this. It seriously blows my mind, and I did not put my lid on this, did I? Yes, I did. Oh, where's that lid? Oh, it's my blue. It blows my mind that we, Small Town Salmon Arm, created this with the largest fan base in the CFL, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. There's also a crazy story too about how Winnipeg is very dear to my heart. A lot of people, when we launched this, was like, well, what about, why didn't you do BC? Or when like the BC Lions called me and he was like, one, he asked if I was the famous Missy MacKintosh, and I said, depends on who's talking or who's calling. And two, he's like, you're from BC, why didn't you ask to partner with us first? And it was funny because we never anticipated this. We actually pitched to the writers first, and they are so sweet. They're the first ones to switch to us. They were so kind. They introduced us to the Bombers. The Bombers weren't allowed to wear eye black for 2 years because he couldn't get it out of the white part of their jersey. They're only allowed stickers. So when we met them last year in Mosaic Stadium, they all both teams came out wearing it, and it was just a crazy, oh my God moment. And so we started working on the fan kits for the fans, because fans want to feel that connection. You don't buy a jersey because of the fabric. You buy a jersey because you feel connected to your team and to that player. And now you can swipe the same eye black that the players are wearing, and fans are showing up crazier than ever, showing their self-expression and want to be seen from the field in the stands. So we actually pitched this to the riders first, and he was so sweet, and we're like, okay, let's see how we can we can work together maybe in a year. And how we can do that. And then one of my investors was like, have you thought about getting to the Grey Cup? And I was like, well, now I have. And so I emailed over and over and over and over again the Grey Cup website, and I got nowhere. And I was like, wait a minute, I have a connection. So I emailed my connection at the Riders. He passed me on to Dave at the Bombers, and Dave called me instantly. And I was like, we would love to be part of the Grey Cup. We have 4 teams using us. We have activation stations. It's such a cool experience. We would love to be part of it. And so then they're like, well, how can we partner with you long term? Because one, the Grey Cup is just a one-off, fair enough. But then we were talking about the fan kits, and like, our fans are so devoted, and they show up like full decked out. There's one guy that's full on gold that comes to everything. They're like, we totally see this, and we want to be the first to partner with you. In fact, we will not let you into the Grey Cup or be part of the Grey Cup unless you partner with us and sign a multi-year contract. And we were like, yes. We took the leap, and it has been unbelievable to work with them. And Winnipeg is actually where MisMacK started. So Portia Ella hired me before MisMacK was even a thing to do the campaigns for their brand new store in Winnipeg. They are like a Sephora. They are a Sephora for green, clean, Canadian-made beauty products. And at that time, they were at the mall, at the fashion show mall. And all of my work was in there. And they introduced me to Clean, and they're the reason why and they pushed me to build MisMacK. And I'm so grateful. And so we're actually made just outside of Winnipeg. And now full circle, all of MisMacK is available at Portia Ella on Lavender Avenue, I believe it's called, Lavender Street, down in Winnipeg. And now to be partnered with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers is such a full circle. So starting in the center and then spreading out. So we do have big plans in the future. If we had all the funds in all of the worlds, like, we would be partnering with every single one this instant. The Red Blacks have called, we would. And so this first year is going to be proof of concept and how the fans are going to show up and connect. And we're so excited. We can't wait to do it for all the teams. So including local. So stay tuned for a literally local one that's coming this fall for the next season. And it's so crazy. So, oh my God, I'm actually like speechless. I know I feel like I've been talking forever, but I think stories are so powerful. And when you know a story, you feel so much more connected to the journey and to the brand. And that's what we're all about. And it's all about connection, connecting the fans to their favorite team, using products that are safe, because even face paint out there that these fans are showing up in is not good for your system. So we want to also health consciously help support people's systems and prevent illness and sickness. So how to use your fan kit if you were a fan, okay? You don't have to do the eye, which I actually am obsessed with, and I can't wait to rock this all week. So if you are a fan, this is how I do my Bombers fan look, okay? I start with my black. Okay, I start with my black, and I go here. So just like the Bombers, or if you want to do it on one side like Brady, go right ahead. I'm going to do my blue underneath it. Okay. My blue. I do have foundation on, so that's why it's getting stuck there. Oh, well, now we got to even it out here. Okay, and then my white. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this white. The white is so good. Underneath, she is white. You can paint your whole face if you wanted to. Half white, half blue. And then for your sparkle as a fan, the gold, I'm going to push over the black to jazz up my fan look. And all you have to do is press it in. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. You can get creative. You could do your whole face. You could do just the gold. You could do just the white. You could just, you know, have a time. The options are endless. So if you are a Bombers fan and if you're gonna be at the tailgate party, please come see us. Grab your fan kit before they sell out. We are anticipating a sellout before we get even into the game on Thursday. And come and meet and get game played up. We would love to take a selfie with you. Please tag us. Please share your fan kit with us because we would love to share and repost your looks. So, yeah, we got to get packing. That's what we got to do. We got to finish packing the bomber kits because we know that these will sell out so we can get ready for the next home game. And just thank you so much for being part of this and for loving what we're doing and for being part of the history of sports color cosmetics, okay? We will see you at the tailgate party on Thursday at Princess Auto Stadium.